So you are a foreigner and you want to buy a car? Come. So before starting this video, I would like to ask you one question. Why would you like to buy a car? Because if you are in a big city like in Warsaw, trust me, they have excellent public transportation, and also driving a car in Warsaw will give you a headache by the end of the day. In this video, I will break down 3 parts of buying a car: the time you purchase the car, the time you register the car, and how much it would cost you to register and do all these administrative steps. But make sure to watch the video until the end, because I'm giving you some tips and advices if you are buying a second-hand car from an individual seller. First, the purchase. If you have a residence card or a valid visa, you can buy a car whether from a dealer or a used car from an individual person or resale centers. We call a transaction complete only when both of seller and the buyer sign the sale agreement or issuing a VAT invoice, and as you give him the exact amount of money that you agreed on. I will be showing you here all the list of the documents that the seller will give you. Make sure to pause and make a screenshot. So we have Karta Pojazdu, which is the vehicle information package, vehicle registration document or card, insurance policy if still valid, and 2 sets of car keys. This is usually a rule to give always 2 sets of car keys and not only 1. After you purchase your car, congratulations, you need to register it within 30 days. If you exceed that, you will be in some trouble with taxes. So now the second part is the vehicle registration. To register your car, you should go to... Wait, let me show you where. Here where you register your car in the... Maybe? Wydział Komunikacja? In Wydział Komunikacja I Transportu. Many times you can find them in the Urząd Miejski. So let's go back home. You can be represented by a proxy like Adam,
Hi.
who would act on the basis of power of attorney. This, I don't know all of this explanation, but you can be represented by a proxy, or if you have a spouse, a descendant or an ascendant, or some sister or brother, if they represent you, it's for free, but if you have a proxy, the municipality will charge you 17 zloty stamp. All documents should be original and in Polish. If it's not the case, a sworn translation is the only way. Now you can pause and take a screenshot for all the documents that you need to provide. The first one, vehicle registration application form, which you will find in the description, and it is filled only by you. An ID, a passport is also possible, but with visa, or a residence card, a vehicle ownership title, sale contract, VAT invoice, exchange agreement, or a final court decision. And there are many ways to get this ownership title. Registration document, it should contain the date of the next obligatory technical vehicle inspection, vehicle history card if there is one, license plates or number plate, proof of temporary or permanent registered address in Poland, proof of temporary or permanent registered address in Poland, proxy form, if any, and I will put the link in the description box again, and vehicle information package if issued. Now about the money. You will get a temporary registration card, and within a month or so you will get its proper version. After registration, you also need to provide to the tax office a PPC-3 form, and you need to pay 2% tax of the value of the car. So the cheaper the car, the cheaper would be for you to pay the taxes, and this after 14 days from the car registration. And also, if you are an entrepreneur, you don't need to pay these taxes if you have the VAT invoice issued. The first case, and which is the common case, is 180.50 zloty, which means you need to change the number plates as that car was not from the same city as yours. Also, you have, if it is from the same city as yours, you will pay only 81 zlotys. Name in that, you need to pay 1000 zloty more. So yeah, just if you are very rich and don't know what to do with your money, you can do that. Now that you stick to the end of the video, I'm giving you the advice that you should take in consideration when you are buying a second-hand car from an individual dealer. You will be saving more money if you buy a car from the same city as yours, because you don't need to pay for changing the plates, so only a new registration sticker will be applied. Sometimes the seller would write on the paper that you paid him less amount and you agreed on that amount, and it is fine. Sometimes they do it so that the seller would pay less taxes and you also. So for example, if the car would cost 3,000 zloty and he would mention like 2,500 zloty, he will not mention like less than that, because it will be a bit obvious that it is not a real price. Also, you can buy from Germany and bring the car to Poland and register it in Poland. Just make sure that you have a good contract, not a shady one, and also if you can find someone who speaks German to help you out. When you go to buy a car from an individual seller, I would always advise you, if you do not speak Polish, to bring someone who speaks Polish, and also if you do not have knowledge about cars and mechanics, bring someone and you can, I don't know, pay him something, a dinner or anything, but it really counts if you would check properly the car, because there will be no returns afterwards. So you need to check any damages, anything which is leaking inside the car, and also you need to remove some rubber, like to check if there is any rust. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching and sticking till the end. Make sure to give a thumbs up and see you in the next video. Goodbye.